Welcome back to game number 2 of our doubleheader here for the NYIHSHL Varsity High School Hockey action. Eric Bellier with you on the LI Sports Network. Bethpage and Massapequa facing off here in this one. Bethpage coming in second place with a 6-3 record. 2 less games played than Syosset, so a tie for second place with 12 points. Massapequa coming in with a 3-5 record and 6 points. In the first game, we saw NYIHSHL come away with a commanding victory over Port Washington. They are 1 point behind Friends Academy North Shore in conference number 2. Goalie matchups tonight for the Chiefs. Connor Coyle is in goal for Massapequa, and for Bethpage, number 33, Matteo Bellisi, 2 upperclassmen facing off in this one. Bethpage, the home team here in the town of Oyster Bay Ice Skating Center, in Bethpage, wearing their gold, navy blue, and white trimmed uniforms, while Massapequa is in their slapshot-esque white with navy blue and yellow trim home uniforms. We'll be back with puck drop momentarily between Massapequa and Bethpage. You're watching NYIHSHL hockey action on the Long Island Sports Network. Back here at the town of Oyster Bay Ice Skating Center in Bethpage, New York. Bethpage and Massapequa facing off for game number 2 of this doubleheader of the NYIHSHL hockey action. And we are underway here as the puck sent in front of the Bethpage bench, chipped in front of the official scorer's booth, tied up as Bethpage sends it into Massapequa territory. Massapequa controls to the left of Coyle and skates over to his far side. Sent back into the neutral zone now, where it's played by Justin Verdi. Verdi sends it ahead to Lick Sorrenzos. Shot on goal, save there. Covered up, early action there for Coyle, takes care of that one. 33 seconds remain. It said 33 seconds gone, I should say, in the opening frame. Face-off goes to the right of Coyle, where Massapequa wins that defensive zone face-off. Matthew Conboy plays it to his right and carries out of the zone. Carried up ahead by Alex Morris. Morris over the blue line with it now. Loses possession with it. Conboy after it, defending the blue line. Bryce Livingston sends it ahead up to Greg Noli. Noli dumps it in as Massapequa gets a change. Chiefs and Eagles facing off, 13:50 remaining in the period. Wrapped around the goal to Coyle's left. Played in front of the Massapequa bench, tied up, as that play will be blown dead for an offside, so the faceoff will come to the faceoff dot directly in front of the Chiefs bench. Neutral zone tie up there. The Eagles come away with it. Played over to the far side by Michael Sheehan. Chipped up ahead over to James Wolfe, who controls for the Chiefs. Wrapped around the near in front of the Manhasset bench. Wolfe carries in with speed into the offensive territory for Massapequa. Wolfe still with control behind Belisi. Centering pass, nobody home. Puck played to Belisi's right in the near corner. Hudson Schnatter takes a bit of contact there as the puck trickles into the neutral zone. Ryan Ribeiro after it for the Eagles. Chipped up the head by the Chiefs as it's tic-tac-toed between the neutral zone back into the defensive zone for Massapequa. Bethpage gets a change. Chipped up ahead there by the assistant captain, Hudson Schnatter, as he heads off to get a change. Here comes Bethpage. Shot goes wide of Coyle. Played off the far wall. Trickles just south of the blue line, so kept in the offensive zone for the Eagles. Played along the far wall now, chipped ahead. Bit of contact there. Verdi tries to track the puck. Played in front of the Chiefs bench, excuse me, where the Eagles reconvene. It's Stavros Likorenzos with it. Likorenzos plays it ahead. Likorenzos with speed over into the offensive zone. Plays into the near corner now behind Coyle. Centering pass up to the blue line. Shot, glove. Someone's missing a glove as that hangs out by the blue line. Looks like it's Verdi without a mitt. It's not Verdi without a mitt, as whoever's glove it was retrieved, so that's taken care of. Played along the far wall now. The Eagles go for a change. The captain, Jake Kelly, sends it down. Massapequa heads out with it now. It's Vaughn Winter who skates ahead. Winter eats a bit of contact, and the puck bounces into the Bethpage bench, lands on the little water bottle shelf that we could see from our angle. 11:16 remaining in the period. Face off at the face-off dot in front of the Eagles bench. Chip back in the Eagles territory where Michael Sheehan's waiting for it. Sheehan skates around, dances back behind Belisi's cage. Quick passing there, pass a little too long for Corso as it's played along the far wall. Tic-tac-toe through the neutral zone. Nicholas Marola comes over with it now. Sent over to the far side. Shot bounced over Coyle's head. 10:45 remaining in the opening period. Puck trickles into the neutral zone as Greg Noli's all over it. Corso sends it back into the offensive zone for Bethpage. Takes a weird hop. Coyle plays it to his right and played up along the far wall. Chipped ahead now. It's Nicholas Fleischer sending it in, covered up by Belisi. 10:23 remaining in the period. So the faceoff goes to Belisi's left. Tied up there. Nice victory by the Chiefs to keep it in. Bethpage now tries to chip it ahead, instead hits the protective netting covering the stands. So with 10:16 remaining in the opening period, I think the faceoff will stay in the offensive zone for the Chiefs. And it will, so the faceoff goes to the left of Belisi. Faceoff won there by Bethpage. Nice defensive zone draw win there, but having trouble clearing their own zone. Back up to the blue line now, long shot, doesn't get to Belisi. Belisi tracking it, puck goes behind his cage. Puck loose in front of the Bethpage bench. Avoids a bit of contact there and chipped ahead for Wadika. Played into the near corner now by by Massapequa, excuse me. As it's played along the far wall, near wall, in front of the Bethpage bench now. Puck wrapped around the corner into Belisi's area, centering pass there, nobody home. Bethpage doing a great job trying to stay out of danger. Now shot from the slot. Doesn't get to Belisi. Look behind him, I don't think he saw it. Here comes a breakaway for Wadika. Wadika over the blue line, shot, score! Bethpage gets on the board first. Tyler Wadika makes it a 1-0 game. The assisting captain beats two Chiefs defenders and puts one home past Coyle. So with 9:08 remaining, Bethpage strikes first. Back on the restart, Bethpage wins that one. Played along the far wall and chipped ahead. Bethpage looking to add to their lead. Shot save Coyle with the paddle. Puck loose in front of the slot. Kept in there. Long shot. Hits off of Coyle and goes wide. Coyle hugs the near post. Puck played in front of the Massapequa bench. Now into the near corner. 8:45 remaining in the period. Chipped ahead now. Massapequa looking to get something going. Timothy Connolly with the puck. Wrapped into the near corner now behind the cage. Chipped ahead over the blue line now. Long shot, save Coyle. Looked like he got a piece of that with the glove, but couldn't close it. Face off, or puck goes into the near corner now, 8:15 remaining. Puck to the right of Coyle, now loose. The Chiefs chase after it. Looking to hit into the neutral zone, they do. Puck just long at Timothy Connolly, who heads to the bench for a change. Three new skaters on the ice for the Chiefs. Chipped ahead into the offensive zone for Bethpage as they get a new defensive pair on the ice. Played into the near corner now. It's Bryce Livingston with it. Puck sent ahead. Jackson Kilkenny looking for it. It sets turn over here. Here come the Eagles. Puck played to Coyle's right. Tied up now into the near corner. A lot of time spent in the corners here in the early stages of the first period. Puck played into the far corner now. Centering pass, nobody home. Coyle chips it ahead as Massapequa heads out with it. Looking for the equalizer now. Chipped ahead into the skates of a Bethpage defender. Tyler Wadika with the goal. Stavros Likarenzos with the assist. Shot goes wide of Coyle on the blocker side. Puck played along the far wall now. Kept in by Bethpage. Long shot. Coyle makes a save on that one. 6:40 remaining in the period. Marola plays it ahead over the blue line. That will be a delayed offside, so the faceoff will go to the far faceoff dot closest to the blue line. Face off at the far neutral zone dot. Won by the Eagles. Long shot goes wide of Coyle. 6.5 remaining in the period. Puck hits the protective netting. It will be blown dead with 6:27 remaining in the period. A 1-0 game. Face-off goes to the left of Coyle now, where the offensive zone victory for Bethpage. The Eagles come away with it and wrapped around the boards. Now it's Massapequa trying to clear the zone. It's Billy Skibura with it, who sends it ahead. Carried over the blue line now and turned over. It's the Chiefs with it. Chiefs over the blue line. Long shot goes wide of Belisi. Bethpage blue liners back behind the cage to play it. Massapequa applying plenty of pressure, trying to keep it in the zone. It's Wadika with the lone tally so far tonight, who carries it into the neutral zone but loses possession. Looks like we have a delayed penalty coming up. So it looks like Bethpage getting called for the first penalty of the night. Looks like Nicholas Marola getting called for a hooking minor there. So the face-off goes to Belisi's right. The first power play of the game comes with 5:41 remaining in the period. Chiefs looking for the equalizer. Puck wrapped around Belisi's cage, back up to the blue line, kept in the zone. Pass behind a streaking Bethpage skater with nobody home. Bethpage looking to add while a man down. Kelly sends it back into the offensive zone. Looking to kill some time as it wraps all the way back up to the blue line. Chiefs can't get anything going in the first 30 seconds of the man advantage. Puck carried up by Massapequa and sent through. Jack Insana with it. Insana's shot goes off of Belisi. Played up ahead now, chipped ahead, so 1:15 remaining in the penalty on Marola. Bethpage doing a good job through the first 50 seconds to kill this one off. Played over the far side now. It's Matthew Conboy with it. Conboy over the blue line with speed. Conboy carrying it on his backhand, looking for a centering pass. Sent over to the far side. Looking for a centering pass. Game of hot potato being played behind Belisi. Now back up to the point. Shot doesn't get to Belisi. Hits off the far wall. Now back up to the blue line for Sarubia. Carried in now. Nice move. Shot goes wide of Belisi. Greg Noli had a shooting lane there. Nobody home. Shot on goal there. Belisi saves that one. 24 seconds remaining, 4:05 remaining in the period. Face off to Belisi's left, kept in by the Chiefs along the far side. Alex Morris fighting for it now. Back over to Sarubia. Played into the near corner, back up to the blue line. Now wrapped around the boards again behind Belisi. Final 5 seconds remaining on the Marola hook. And that will do it, so both teams skated even strength. Nice penalty kill there for Bethpage. Played to the left of Belisi. It's Gagliano with it. As a shot on goal there, Belisi covers that one. 3:32 remaining here in period number 1. Face off to the left of Belisi, kept in by Massapequa, doing a great job keeping the puck in the offensive zone here in the first. Just the one mistake cost them. That gives Bethpage the 1-0 lead. Here come the Eagles now following the turnover through the neutral zone. Chipped right back ahead by the Chiefs as Belisi comes out behind his cage to play it. 3:05 remaining in the period. Sent up ahead there now for Corso, who dumps it in, the assistant captain. Coyle tries to cover that one, but realizes there's no pressure around him. Allows Ryan Simpson to come play it. As it's played into the neutral zone now, Marola playing it over to the far side for Kelly. Sends it down the length of the ice. That will not be an icing. As the Massapequa bench wanted a little help there. Final 2:30 remaining here in the first period. Alex Morris plays it back. Connor Cassin, with it. Carried in. Shot hits off the post. Second shot goes wide of Belisi. Massapequa applying the pressure here with the final 2 minutes remaining in the first period. Chip through the neutral zone now. Wadika after it, but that will be blown dead. On an icing, so the faceoff will come down to Belisi's right. Face-off to the right of Belisi, won in the defensive zone by Bethpage. Wrapped around the far wall, but knocked down by the Chiefs. Skate through the neutral zone now, 2-on-1 brewing. Licorenzos loses possessions, finds it, cross-ice pass, nobody home. Now it's Massapequa with it. Hudson Schnatter over the blue line. Delayed offside call there on Bethpage as they touch up. Final 90 seconds upcoming for the first period. Big hit into the Massapequa bench as the puck skates over to the far side. Michael Snow playing it off the far wall, allows Bethpage to take over. Licorenzos with his shot, save, rebound. Coyle trying to cover up, no whistle yet. There's the whistle. As Coyle's able to stop play with 1 minute and 12 seconds remaining in the first period. Faceoff goes to the left of Coyle. Nice defensive zone win there by the Chiefs. Final minute 5 upcoming here in the first period as it's carried in by Massapequa. Shot, save Belisi, puck still loose and played into the near corner. Played behind Coyle now into the near corner. Marola after it, shot goes wide of Coyle. Final 38 seconds remaining and counting. Center the neutral zone and back. Morgan after it for Bethpage. Nicholas Morgan plays it behind his cage. Plenty of offensive pressure here from the Chiefs. Looking for a last second scoring opportunity with 20 seconds remaining in the opening period. Here comes Bethpage into the offensive zone. Backhand shot, Coyle makes a save, dives to cover it up, he does. 15.8 seconds remaining in the first. So the faceoff will head to Coyle's right. Puck loose, Massapequa comes away with it. Final 8 seconds remaining. Puck played off the far walls, it trickles into Bethpage territory, no icing. Final 3 seconds remaining, puck played in front of the Bethpage bench, bouncing around, and that will do it. Tyler Wodika gets Bethpage on the board first as they lead 1-0 after 1. You're watching Bethpage and Massapequa hockey on the Long Island Sports Network. Back here for the start of second period, Eric Bellier with you on the Long Island Sports Network. 1-0 on the Tyler Wodika goal. Bethpage leads Massapequa 1-0. Both goaltenders, another tongue twister for some reason. Coyle and Belisi have been excellent so far today. Hudson Schnatter in the face-off dot for Massapequa. And Licarenzos in goal, or in the face-off circle for Bethpage. Chipped back behind Massapequa, back next to, almost parallel to Coyle, as Ryan Simpson plays it ahead. Chipped ahead there by Noli into the neutral zone. Noli enters the offensive zone with the puck, but loses possession with it almost immediately. Anthony Gagliano all over it. Now it's Simpson sent ahead. Gagliano all over the ice, has a nose for the puck as we've seen tonight. Played behind Belisi now. It's Noli with it. Noli eats a bit of contact there as he loses possession. Over behind Belisi, Alex Morris with it. Morris looking for a centering pass. Nice save there by Belisi. Shot save Belisi again. Looked like it might have caught the knob of his stick. Now here comes Bethpage, a 3-on-1 brewing. Carried over the blue line now. Shot save Coyle. An action-packed first minute of the middle frame. Played behind Coyle's cage, now into the near corner. Played off the near wall and chipped ahead. Played through the neutral zone, no icing called. The captain, Jake Kelly, back for it for the Eagles. Sent ahead up to Marola. Marola in, dumps it back. Shot save Coyle, hits off the far wall. Weird bounce. Favorable bounce for the Chiefs. Chase for the puck. Has a breakaway opportunity. Shot. They score! Massapequa with the equalizer. It's a 1-1 game. Looked like Belisi made the initial save but never covered it up completely and trickled in between the 5-hole and put it home. Hudson Schnatter puts that one home for the Chiefs. Wait on official word, but looked like Schnatter was the one who put the shot on goal. Now another opportunity, save Belisi as the puck goes into the near corner. Looks like Massapequa might have found their second win following the equalizing goal. 2 minutes gone by here in the first period. In the second period, excuse me. Played over to the right of Belisi, now bounces off the wall to his left. They score again! An awkward bounce, found some slot, and they put it home. It's a 2-1 game. Hudson Schnatter again. Can they find a third win? It's 2-1 now in favor of Massapequa. On the restart, Bethpage comes away with the face-off win. Schnatter's first goal was assisted by Michael Snow. The second one was assisted by Jake Insana. That's Schnatter's 5th and 6th goals of the season. As an icing is called on Massapequa, the face-off will come out to Coyle's right. Offensive zone win there for Bethpage as they try to keep it in, but Massapequa comes away with a nice poke check. Chiefs over the blue line now looking for more. Shot on goal, Belisi makes that save. That's blown dead rather quickly. So the faceoff will stay in the offensive zone for the Chiefs. Face-off goes to Belisi's left. One there by the Eagles. Played off the near wall and into the neutral zone. Here come Bethpage. Bethpage over the blue line now. Wadika with it. Nice deke there, but loses possession of the puck in process. Tie up in the far corner now. Puck loose. Bethpage comes away with it. Looking for a centering pass. Nobody home. Puck played to Coyle's right. Now into the near corner where there's a bit of contact there. Wrapped around over to the far side now. Kept in by Bethpage. Nice move there. Shot finds the tape of a Chiefs defender and sent all the way out. No icing. Play to the left of Belisi where Bethpage comes out with it with speed. Play to the neutral zone now for the Chiefs. Blind centering pass, nobody home there. Bethpage coming out with numbers, a 4-on-2. Wadika dumps it off. Cross ice pass, shot goes wide. Puck played in front of the Bethpage bench. Shot save, Coyle hits off the back wall. Now looking for a centering pass, intercepted there. It's Vaughn Winter with it. Over a 2-on-1 brewing. Centering pass, shot goes over the head of Belisi, goes wide. Played into the near corner now. Partial change here for Massapequa. Looking for a long pass there. Instead it's intercepted by Greg Noli. Noli dumps it in now over to the far side for Morris. Looking for a centering pass there. Nobody home. Bethpage comes out with it. Where it's played in front of the Chiefs bench. Now the Chiefs applying more offensive pressure, keeping the puck in the offensive territory. Bethpage finally clears the zone as they skate ahead with numbers. Long shot, Coyle makes a save with the glove. Doesn't get all of it, but bounces right in front onto a Chiefs stick. 2-on-1 brewing here for the Chiefs. Carried over the blue line. Shot, Belisi makes the save, and that will be blown dead as hits the protective netting. 10:09 remaining. Face-off in the face-off dot in front of the Chiefs. Where the Bethpage come away with it. The Eagles come away with it, rather, into the offensive zone. Centering pass, shoot! Hits off the crossbar, puck still loose. Coyle trying to cover it. And the whistle's finally blown dead there. 9:51 remaining. That puck did everything but go in. As it looks like we have a penalty here on Massapequa. Connor Kaysen gets called for the penalty. Pretty sure I heard the official say a rough. So now Bethpage gets their first power play of the night. Face-off goes to Coyle's left. Kept in by Bethpage, played up at the blue line. Now over to Kelly. Kelly's wraps it around the boards. Over to Licorenzos, who keeps it in. Played over to Marola. Marola with it now along the far wall, back up to Licorenzos. Licorenzos controlling, sends it cross ice over to Sheehan. Sheehan dumps it off to Kelly. Kelly with the puck into the near corner. Kelly carrying it behind the goal. Kelly looking for a centering pass, sent right back there. Nice play defensively by the Chiefs. Shot goes wide there. Kelly misses on that one. Played over the far side. Shot never reaches Coyle. Block shot there. Played up towards the blue line. Now Kelly with it. The captain shot. Save there by Coyle. Played to his left. Connor Coyle's been excellent so far. A minute remaining in the period. Massapequa gets it out. They send it down the length of the ice. Belisi out to play it for the Eagles. Sheehan with it now, the first power play unit staying on. Here comes Massapequa. Massapequa on the man disadvantage sends a shot over Belisi's head as we have a whistle blown dead here. Not sure what the call is here. What do we have, too many men? Timmy, what's the call? So Massapequa gets called for a too many men on the ice, so there'll be a 38-second 5-on-3 opportunity here for Bethpage as the faceoff is kept in by the Eagles on the two-man advantage now. So a lot of time on the penalty kill here for Massapequa as a shot save Coyle, puck loose to his right and chipped out. So that'll go down the length of the ice. Belisi out to play it. 10 seconds remaining on the Kaysen minor. Kaysen set to come out of the box in 2 seconds, and he's out. So a minute 20 power play remaining for the Eagles. Shot, save there. Kelly tried to put that one home with no luck. So a minute and 17 seconds remaining on the power play for the too many men, excuse me. Now the faceoff goes to the right of Coyle, as it looks like the Bethpage faceoff man gets the boot. So Licorenzos heads in now. Licorenzos wins another faceoff. He's been excellent so far tonight. Back up to the blue line for Kelly. A minute 10 remaining on the power play. Kelly holding, bouncing puck goes to the right of Coyle. Puck still loose, shot save Coyle. That'll hit off the protective netting and stay in the zone with a minute 3 seconds remaining on the man advantage. Face-off won by Bethpage, but loose in the slot. Massapequa chips it ahead. Massapequa looking for a little bit of action on the man advantage, puts it on goal. Belisi covers that one. And it looks like there might be a minor on the Eagles here. So it looks like Jake Kelly gets called for a slashing minor. A little extracurricular after the whistle was blown. So each team will skate 4 aside. And if all things hold here, a minute 10 power play upcoming for the Chiefs. So 40 seconds remaining on the too many men minor for Massapequa as we hit the 7:05 mark in the second period. Here comes Bethpage skating 4 aside. Carrying Licorenzos tries to put it on goal. Long shot there. Belisi makes the save on that one. Played into the near corner, tied up, and sent around the boards. Final 13 seconds remaining on the too many men minor that was served by Gagliano. And then the power play will commence for the Chiefs. Gagliano out of the box now, so a minute 7 remaining on the power play for Massapequa. Bethpage has to try to kill this penalty here. Carry into the neutral zone now by the Eagles. Jake McCloughy with it. Sent over the blue line now, a delayed offside call. So 49 seconds remaining on the man advantage for Massapequa, 6:07 remaining in the middle stanza. Face off in the far neutral zone dot. Closest to the offensive zone for the Chiefs as that puck hits the protective netting. So 42 seconds remaining. The face-off will stay in the exact same place. 42 seconds remaining on the power play. 6 minutes on the button remaining in the period. Big contact there at the face-off dot, but Bethpage comes away with it. As they dump it in, the puck trickles behind Coyle's net. Massapequa now looking to get something going as they exit their defensive zone into the neutral zone. Almost a big turnover there, but Massapequa comes over the blue line now. Shot glove down there by Belisi. So 15 seconds remaining in the power play. 5:33 remaining in the middle period. Face off to the right of Belisi, won by the Chiefs. Shot never reaches the goaltender. Nice block there by the Eagles. As they try to clear the zone and gets as far as the neutral zone. Now there's 3 seconds remaining on the Kelly minor, and the power play has expired, but the Chiefs still controlling the offensive zone. Carried into the far corner now. Chipped into the neutral zone here. Numbers not. Now the numbers are in favor of Bethpage as it's kept in. Looking for a centering pass, nobody home. As the puck skates over to the far side, 4:55 remaining in the second. Shot on goal, they score! Bethpage gets their equalizer. We're back at square one. It's a 2-2 game. Corso finds the back of the net on that one. Joseph Corso ties the game. Back on the restart now. Bethpage seems to find their legs again as they win the face-off and carry into the offensive zone. Shot saved, puck loose, trickles in, they score! Bounces off of Coyle. Coyle couldn't find it, and it's put home. It's a 3-2 game in favor of Bethpage. Brandon Katapaka, typically a goaltender, put that one home. Kotapka with suiting up as a forward tonight puts that one home. And the more I look at it, you can kind of tell that the jersey's a bit of a goalie cut as a shot saved there by Coyle with the paddle. So the Eagles come flying back in, down 2-1 in a matter of seconds, put 2 home to make it a 3-2 game. Nicholas Marola assisted Joseph Corso's second of the season. Stavros Licorenzos had the assist on the Katapaka goal. Face off to the left of Coyle, kept in by the Eagles. Shot on goal there, covered up as it's blown dead, 4:06 remaining. Face off over to Coyle's left. Won by the Eagles and kept in. Played over into the near corner now. The more I look at it, Kotapka's jersey is gigantic. Looks like he's swimming in it, but nonetheless, he gets his first goal of the game end of the season. Shot on goal there. Coyle makes a save with the chest. 3:35 remaining in the period. Kept in the offensive zone by the Eagles. Played over to the far side by McCauley. Chiefs out with an out, chips it ahead. No offside call there. Shot goes over Belisi's head. Played into the far corner. Kept in the offensive zone. Played behind Belisi's cage. Tied up 4 skaters there. Puck played to the right and chipped out as the Bethpage Eagles are on the prowl here, carried over the blue line. Looking to add to their lead. Nice tie up with the stick there, played defensively as it's chipped back into the offensive zone for Bethpage, a game of hot potato being played. Puck loose, final 2:40 of the period as Kelly dumps it into the offensive territory for the Eagles, and they will get a partial change here. Played ahead by Massapequa, now long shot there. Belisi makes the save. Kept in front of him as Sheehan's after it. Long pass there, chipped ahead, no icing called, race for the puck. Coyle will just cover it as it's blown dead with 2:13 remaining in the second. Face off to the left of Coyle, wrapped around the boards to his right now. Game of reverse being played there as it spent a lot of time seesawing between the half walls. Minute 50 remaining here in the second period. An electric factory of a second period so far here compared to the first. 4 goals here in the second period, including 2 unanswered for Bethpage to get them back into this one. They lead by 1. Big hit along the far wall there, as that will be blown dead for an icing. We have a player down on the ice. So it looks like James Wolfe heads to the box for what I believe is a 5-minute major. Anthony, mute me for a second. So a 2 and a 10, excuse me, called on James Wolfe. So Wolfe will spend plenty of time in the box. 2-minute minor being served by Bryce Livingston as it's carried over the blue line by Wodika. Wodika on the man advantage, looking for his second of the game. Coyle covers up that shot as the final 58.4 remains in the middle period. Faceoff goes to Coyle's right, where it's won by the Eagles. Marola controls it as it's wrapped around the boards behind Coyle. Played over to the far side now and carried in, looking to add to their lead. Back up to Sheehan at the point. Sheehan's cross-ice pass, one-time shot, never gets to Coyle. Massapequa clears it down the length of the ice. Final 27 seconds remaining in the period. Belisi out to play it, eats a little bit of contact there. Not enough to be called though. Here comes Licarenzo's shot blocked, final 15 seconds remaining. Looking at about a 33-second remaining power play. If they don't score here, covered up by Coyle. A little more than that actually if the period expires with no goal. In the final 5.2 seconds, more like 26 seconds remaining on the power play to start the third. Face off to Coyle's right, won by the Chiefs. They try to hold off a final offensive rush, and that will do it. So 20 seconds remaining on the power play as we start the third. Action-packed second period. Bethpage comes ahead with the lead 3-2. You're watching NYIHSHL hockey action on the Long Island Sports Network. Anthony. Back here for the start of period number 3, Eric Bellier with you on the Long Island Sports Network. 3-2 lead in favor of the Eagles. Bethpage at 1 point trailed 2-1 on 2 goals from Hutch and Schnatter, but then a goal from Joseph Corso and a goal from who typically is the backup goaltender, Brendan Katapka, puts that one home, his first of the season. As we get prepped here for period number 3. So 27 seconds remaining on the first 2-minute minor on James Wolfe. So he has a 2 and a 10. As on the restart, puck still tied up. As the Chiefs come away then send it back deep into their own zone. Ryan Simpson back to play it. Into the near corner now. Bethpage applying early pressure here in the third period. Shot, they score! Bethpage strikes first, 19 seconds into the third period. It's 4-2 Eagles. Looks like Licarenzo gets one of his own. Had an assist on the night on the Katapka goal. And he puts one home just 19 seconds into the final frame. Back on the restart, the Chiefs now have to play a game of catch-up here. We've seen they could score goals in bunches, scoring 2 goals in a matter of seconds on Schnatter's 2. So the puck's played behind Corso now. And played through for the Chiefs over the blue line. Centering pass, looking to put one home. Belisi makes a nice save on that one. 14-15 remaining here in regulation. Shot. Belisi got a piece of that one with what I believe was his shoulder. As it's loose behind his cage, the Chiefs now applying the offensive pressure. Big hit along the far wall now. Looks like we have a penalty upcoming here on Bethpage, and we do. Looks like Ryan Ribeiro heads to the box. As he gets called for a hook. So Ribeiro's going to spend 2 minutes in the sin bin. So now a man advantage here for Massapequa. As James Wolf, one of the key D-men for Massapequa, still serving his 10-minute misconduct. Puck wraps around the boards into the far side. Massapequa keeps it in. Now sends it back right where it came from. And played into the near corner now. Massapequa having the claw back in this game. Alex Marr sends it around the boards over to Jack Insana. Insana with an assist on the night. Playing to the near corner for Insana. Centering pass, shot. Never gets to Belisi as the Eagles are able to clear it. 1:15 remaining on the man advantage. 13-10 remaining in the period. Bethpage applying the pressure on the man down. Not really giving any room to breathe for Massapequa as they try to head into the neutral zone with no luck. Matthew Conboy with it now for the Chiefs, played along the far side. Alex Morris calling for it, doesn't receive it yet. Now he does, shot on goal. Looked like Belisi made a save on that one, played into the near corner. Back up to the blue line now, it trickles out of the zone, too much to handle for Sariba. Dumped in there by the Chiefs as they go for a change. Two new skaters on the ice for Massapequa. Played up at the blue line now and chipped ahead. Big hit there, it's set in open ice. And chipped ahead by Bethpage. Kelly, the captain, all over the ice for Bethpage tonight. Carried out by Conboy. Conboy fading off of Kelly's contact. Centering pass, shot. What a save, Belisi. That'll do it for the power play. Ribeiro's back on the ice. Both teams skate at 5 aside. Looking for a redirection, no luck. 1:48 remaining as the play is blown dead. I think we're going to penalty here on Massapequa, but I'm not sure. I lied about the penalty. It looked like they called something initially, but just the goals came off the moorings, and we're trying to reconnect that now. Puck bouncing into the neutral zone. The Chiefs dump it back in. And played behind Belisi's cage, where the Eagles skate out of it. Big hit in front of the Massapequa bench. Puck skates over to Coyle's right. Puck loose along the far side now, where it's chipped ahead. Bethpage controls at their own blue line as they skate out. 4 minutes gone by here in the final period of play. Massapequa controls behind their cage. Shaky pass there into the slot. And chipped ahead, carried ahead by Insana. Insana with it looking for a pass. Hits off the skate of an Eagle and chipped back out into the neutral zone. Michael Sheehan all over it. Now Wadika out for it now. Carried up ahead by Massapequa. Looking to get back into this one. Shot from Noli goes wide. 10:25 remaining in the final frame. Awkward hit behind Belisi's cage, but the Chiefs controls nonetheless. Two players go down again. No Zambonis in between periods, so ice gets a little choppy as we have a penalty coming up here on the Eagles. Cross-checking minor called on Bethpage. Wait to see who the official call is on. Looks like it's on Marola, so Marola gets a 2-minute minor here. That's Marola's second minor of the night. As the faceoff goes to Belisi's left. The third power play opportunity here for Massapequa, 0 for 2 on the night. Puck played back into the neutral zone. Skaruba after it. Puck loose, Bethpage applying the pressure in the neutral zone. Massapequa having a hard time entering the offensive zone. Played off the far wall and kept in. Massapequa looking to get back into this one. Down 2 with 9:35 remaining in the period. Shot on goal covered up there by Belisi. 9:31 remaining in the period, a minute 24 remaining on the man advantage for Massapequa. Face off to the left of Belisi, kept in. Still kind of tied up, ends up at the blue line in favor of Massapequa. Past the width of the ice. Controlled in front of the Bethpage bench into the near corner. Now behind the goal. And sent over to the far side, near side. Back up the blue line, Clapper, nice save there, Belisi. 1 minute remaining on the power play, 9:03 remaining in the period. Bouncing puck ends up in the far corner. Big hit there off the puck. Looking for a centering pass, hits 2 sets of skates. Like bumpers on a pinball machine. Looking for a centering pass. Shot goes wide. Belisi went sprawling across the cage. Couldn't find that one. Bethpage sends that down the length of the ice. As the goal comes off its moorings again, so play will stop at 8:38 remaining in the period. 30 seconds remaining on the man advantage. So it looks like we'll have a neutral zone draw here following the goal moorings. It seems like having a bit of issue, creating a little bit of a slush to try to keep the goals, or at least Belisi's cage, in place as best they can. So carried into the near corner now. Final 17 seconds remaining on the power play for Massapequa, tied up to Belisi's right. Bethpage trying to kill this one. Final 10 seconds remaining as the puck trickles into the neutral zone. Now final 5 seconds remaining. 8:10 remaining in regulation. That will do it on the Marola penalty as it's carried in and played up at the blue line. Marola back on the ice. Both teams skated even strength. Centering pass, shot, they score! Massapequa inches closer as it's a 4-3 game now with 7:57 remaining in regulation. Gavin Morris finds the twine on that one. So now Massapequa just trailing by 1. On the restart, Bethpage wins that one as they have to retreat back into their own zone. Bethpage carries it over. They have numbers if they hurry. Bouncing shot goes wide. Played off the far wall now. The Chiefs control. Hit off of Kelly's skate. Kept in the offensive zone by Bethpage. 7:35 remaining in regulation. Kelly chasing after it. Comes away with it in the far corner, wraps it around the far wall. Reverses it back directly behind Coyle. Looking for a centering pass is Kelly with nobody home as they send it to the far side as they skate out. Over the blue line with it, shot goes wide at Belisi. Second shot opportunity, Belisi saves that one as the goal comes off yet again. So 7:09 remaining in regulation. We have another stoppage in play. Face-off now goes to Belisi's left, where it's chipped off to the far wall, where Massapequa controls. Shot on goal there. It trickles in. Massapequa celebrating like it went in. We don't have any official word on it yet. And we do. It's a tie game. Massapequa puts one home. It's Gavin Morris again. On the restart, Massapequa comes away with it. Shot, save Belisi. So just like that, we're right back at square one. Gavin Morris's first goal was assisted by Greg Noli. That's Morris's, excuse me, first and second of the season. As a big hit there in front of the Massapequa bench. Puck loose in the neutral zone, another big hit there. Marola eats a bit of contact as we have a whistle here. As I think the Eagles will get a power play here, and they will. So after two big goals from Gavin Morris, he heads to the penalty box for a roughing minor. So 6:20 remaining in regulation, 4-4 game between Bethpage and Massapequa. 2 minutes on the Morris minor. Faceoff goes to Coyle's left, tied up at the faceoff dot. Shot on goal, puck's loose. Coyle trying to find it, can't. Shot goes wide as now the goal comes off the moorings on the other side. Face-off won by the Eagles on the far side. Kelly sends it along the far wall. Coyle, they score on the off-angle shot. It looked like Coyle tried to cover it up. Looks like Marola put that one in. What an off-angle shot, and just like that on the power play, Bethpage puts that one home, and it's a 5-4 game in favor of the Eagles. An off-angle shot that Coyle thought he covered up, but evidently didn't, and it trickled by him. 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 And it trickled by him as it's played into the neutral zone now by the Chiefs. The Chiefs have had answers for Bethpage all night, looking for one more here with 5:50 remaining in regulation. Carried over by Bethpage now. Bethpage looking to add. Puck loose. Coyle doesn't find it as it's shipped into the neutral zone by Massapequa. Licarenzos loses his footing and sends it into the neutral zone. Or into the offensive zone, rather, excuse me. Where the Chiefs will reconvene. Licarenzos just flying around the ice tonight. A big difference maker for the Eagles here. Played across ice now. Here comes Wadika. Wadika, who got the scoring going tonight, put one home in the first period. The lone goal scored back in period number one. Played into the far corner now off the far wall. Long shot. Looked like they might have been deflected wide. Ferdy drops back to defend. The Chiefs come away with the puck. Dumped in along the far wall now behind Belisi, where it's played ahead by the Eagles. Wadika with it now, carrying it deep in the offensive zone, gets pickpocketed there. 4:45 remaining. As it looks like James Wolfe's getting ready to head out of his 10-minute misconduct. Puck bounces. Nice grab there by Marola on the bench as he catches it and heads onto the ice in stride. So with 4:36 remaining, we'll get a neutral zone draw. Face off at the neutral zone dot and chipped off the boards in front of the Bethpage bench. Looks like Wolf is out of the box for Massapequa, so this will be an upcoming icing on Bethpage with 4:21 remaining in regulation. A big offensive zone draw here for the Chiefs. Defensive zone draw victory there for Bethpage on the restart. As 4:15 remaining here in regulation, a 5-4 game in favor of the Eagles. A seesaw game nonetheless. We've seen plenty of goal scoring in bunches from both sides, especially in the last two periods of play. Wadika the lone goal in the first period. Puck bounced to Coyle's right, where it hits off the netting and play is blown dead with 3:53 remaining. The first new puck of the game in the final 3:53 here. Face off to the right of Coyle. Defensive zone victory there for the Chiefs. Can't clear the zone, however. Played at the blue line by the Eagles. Sent into the near corner now, where there's a fight for the puck. Massapequa comes away with it. Massapequa looking for the equalizer. Sends it up ahead. Anthony Gagliano dumps it in. Gagliano and Sikariba chases after it. Tie up with 5 skaters in the far corner. Still tied up now. It's Massapequa who comes away with it. Shot. Belisi makes that save. Nice save there with 3:15 remaining. Face off to the right of Belisi, one. Shot goes wide of the goaltender. 3:10 remaining in the period. Puck bouncing. Multiple players don't know where it is. It's on the far side, where there's a tie-up along the far wall. Chiefs trying to keep the offensive pressure on as we have a play blown dead here. For a cross check on Licarenzos. Licarenzos, who's been one of the team's best penalty killers and one of the best special teams players as a whole on the offensive and defensive side of the puck, heads off into the penalty box for a big power play here for Massapequa. 3:01 remaining in regulation. Curious when we start to look to see Coyle come off the ice, give him a two-man advantage. As the face-off is won by Bethpage as they try to clear it out. They get as far as the neutral zone where Sikariba touches up. Played over the far side now by Simpson. Simpson over the blue line. Excuse me, that's Conboy with it. Conboy with it over the blue line. As Simpson's stick got stuck in the boards. Puck loose in front of Belisi, but it's shipped out by the Eagles, sent all the way down. Coyle plays it. Connor Coyle in net for the Chiefs. Played over now into the neutral zone through center ice by Massapequa. Played over the far side, dump behind Belisi. Now chips off the netting, and that'll blow dead with 1:05 remaining on the power play. 2 minutes and 6 seconds remaining in regulation. Bethpage clinging to a 1-goal lead. Massapequa takes a timeout, and we'll take a timeout. Final 2 minutes and 6 seconds. When we come back, you're watching Bethpage and Massapequa on the Long Island Sports Network. Back here with you in the Long Island Sports Network, Eric Bellier with you. Massapequa and Bethpage in a seesaw battle here. Bethpage leads 5-4 on the penalty kill. 1:05 remaining on that. 2 minutes remaining in regulation. Going to start to look for Coyle to come out of his cage here. 54 seconds remaining in the power play for the Chiefs. Coyle eyeing up the bench as it's played in front of the Bethpage bench. Carried in here by Massapequa. Belisi hugging the near post. Played just south of the near corner, where Massapequa controls at the blue line. Long shot goes wide. Second shot misses wide as well. 25 seconds remaining on the power play. Bouncing puck in front of Belisi's cage, never gets to him. That wraps around the boards and out of play. Coyle's on the bench now, so 6-on-4 for the remaining 13 seconds of the man advantage. 1:10 remaining in the period. Carried up ahead by Massapequa over the blue line. That will be called a delayed offside. So 1:06 remaining in the third period. 5 seconds remaining on the power play. Licorenzos ready to head out of the penalty box. Coyle back to his cage now. Face-off at the face-off dot closest to the Bethpage bench. Tie up in front of the cage. Licorenzos heads out of the penalty box. Final minute of play here. Coyle still in between the pipes. Puck tied up in front of the Bethpage bench. 50 seconds remaining. Coyle still in between the pipes. Puck played up at the blue line. Massapequa controls. Carried into the near corner. Bethpage trying to clear the zone. They do. Coyle heads out. The captain, Matthew Conboy, back after it. Conboy tries to clear it, gets as far as the neutral zone. Bethpage looking to score, no luck, no icing either. Net is empty for Massapequa, 26 seconds remaining. Puck loose behind the Massapequa cage. Two Chiefs trip over each other. Easy for me to say. Final 20 seconds remaining. Massapequa trying to apply the pressure. Puck loose in the neutral zone, checked in, and that will be called an offside with 14 seconds remaining. Faceoff comes directly in front of the Bethpage bench. Massapequa are going to have to turn on the Jets here if they want to try to equalize this game. 5-4 in favor of Bethpage. Final 14 seconds remaining. Carried into the neutral zone, now 8 seconds remaining. Sent down, no goal, no icing there. Final 3 seconds remaining. 2 and 1. Looks like Kelly put an empty netter in. Actually, no empty netter, that misses wide, but nonetheless, a 5-4 victory for Bethpage. An awesome way to cap off our doubleheader here at the Town of Oyster Bay Ice Skating Center. Bethpage wins this one by the score of 5-4. You've been watching NYIHSHL hockey action on the Long Island Sports Network.